look at the things I've done in my life, there's not a lot of definition as per, well, that's the one thing. To me, it's just keeping on going and always trying to do something new and attempting things that have not been done. Perhaps I have to say really unliked at my office because of the fact that I keep on insulting people by telling them what they're doing is old school and they're not pushing the boundaries enough and they're not seeing the future coming, and people don't like to hear this. They like to hear that, oh, everything is fine, everything is great. And I keep on saying, no, we're the Titanic going towards an iceberg, but people don't like to hear that advice. And then when you hit the iceberg, they certainly don't want to hear, I told you so. Did I have my struggles? I have struggles every day. And the way I get through them is the fact that, time heals all wounds. I look back on some of the things that were treacherously, dastardly way back when, which I thought I was never going to recover from, yet here I am today sitting in front of this camera. So those days when you thought it was all over, those days when you thought of seriously jumping off a bridge or just packing it all in, they go away. They seem horrific when you're in them, but they go away. And I always would say that, there are times when you think, I can't go on, but next day you're at it again. 6 months later, it's as if it never happened. 2 years later, you're at a bar and you're telling a story over beers and you're howling with laughter, but you're not laughing the day it happened. But it all goes away. If you do something great and you stand out, people will notice. And if they want to work with you, they will come to you. But if not, all the the glad handling, the business card exchanging, the linking, the won't do a rat's ass of good. There's no such thing as a self-made man or woman. It doesn't exist. Everybody is a result of the melange of their influences. So it depends who you use as your influence and what weight you give to these influences. So I always would say, hear everybody out, but don't necessarily listen, if you get my point. Keep an open ear, but let some of it go through to the other one and decide what filters into the brain to be used later. When you close yourself off, then you will learn and hear nothing. But if you hear everything and say, okay, I'll listen to that, I will ignore that, I'll listen to that, I'll ignore that, that's what's important. Personally, I can't wait to try something new and to do something new, and what I always say, it's a lesson I learned in an art class in camp where I didn't want to do the sticky, gooey, stinky stuff because it was so new and different, and I must have been 10, and the art instructor said, okay, here's some paper, here's some crayons, and just do that, and don't color outside the lines. And I was like sort of taken aback. He goes, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you don't want to do stuff that stinks, it's okay, there's always crayons for people like you. And I learned a valuable lesson like that. So to me, it's always about doing something new, and hopefully the success will come there. When you do something, there's a chance of something happening. There's a chance of a ripple effect. If you do nothing, there's no chance. So I always give the example, I'm in hotels a lot because I travel a lot less now, thankfully. But so I love reading. So I can read in my hotel room, or I can read in the lobby of the hotel, or in the bar of the hotel, or in the restaurant of the hotel. So if I read in my hotel room, no one's going to excuse me, yes, who's at my door? And you open the door, hello, I have opportunity here, and that's not going to happen.